While Russian troops are massed along the border of Ukraine, it's not just military action Ukrainians are worried about. They're also concerned. While Russian troops are massed along the border of Ukraine, it's not just military action Ukrainians are worried about. They're also concerned about cyber attacks. Ukrainian officials say Russia is setting up a destabilization campaign involving attacks on the internet.
Russia isn't just fighting on the ground or in the air with its military. It's also waging an attack via the web. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I am your host, Adrienne Lawrence. Since the 2016 presidential election, many Americans are well aware of how Russia infiltrates the cyber world. If not, well, Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby provides a reminder.
It's a piece of the Russian playbook to lay down a foundation for these military action with cyber operations, information operations, even hybrid operations, as we saw back in 2014.
Experts seem to convey that a Russia cyber attack is operating at least twofold. First, it's about psychological destabilization. That really gets into people's heads. It involves priming the people of Ukraine to fear invasion and really to question their leadership. It's arguably something similar to that which Russia did to fuel the division in the United States before the 2016 presidential election. Second, a cyber attack really enables infrastructure destabilization. That undermines abilities to communicate with outside forces like NATO, making it more difficult for the Ukrainian government to understand what's going on and the full ramifications of Russia's assault on the nation. Fortunately, Ukraine is not alone in cyberspace. Anonymous says it's doing work on the wires. And if you're unfamiliar with Anonymous, it's a decentralized group of international hacktivists known for their cyber attacks against several governments and large entities engaged in, shall we say, diabolical antics. On Thursday, the Legion of Hackers tweeted this. #Anonymous is currently involved in operations against the Russian Federation. Our operations are targeting the Russian government. There is an inevitability that private sector will most likely be affected too. While this account cannot claim to speak for the whole of the Anonymous collective, we can in fact report the truths of Anonymous's collective actions against the Russian Federation. We want the Russian people to understand that we know it's hard for them to speak out against their dictator for fear of reprisals. We, as a collective, want only peace in the world. We want a future for all of humanity. So, while people around the globe smash your internet providers to bits, understand that it's entirely directed at the actions of the Russian government and Putin. Put yourselves in the shoes of the Ukrainians being bombed right now. Together, we can change the world. We can stand up against anything. It is time for the Russian people to stand together and say no to Vladimir Putin's war. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. Expect us. So far, Anonymous has reportedly taken down Russian state propaganda website, RT.com. Best of luck, Russia.
The devil having a cup of tea with you.
Ancient wisdoms that